In this step-by-step tutorial, I will teach you how to connect and add a Squarespace domain to Framer, a versatile web and mobile prototyping tool. Our first step will be to open the settings of the Framer project you want to have connected. In these settings, you should be able to find an option labeled Site Settings. Click on this, and then proceed to click on the Domains tab, which should be readily available. The next part is where you step up to connect a domain you already own to the project. Here, you should highlight and click on an option saying, Connect a domain you own. At this point, you enter the domain name that you want to connect. It would commonly look something like www.yourdomain.com. You will then be presented with a series of DNS records provided by Framer. These records are data in various forms, but notably for the purpose of this exercise, you should expect 2 A records and 1 CNAME record. Now, once you have these records from Framer, you need to go back to your Squarespace account. Once logged in, navigate to your website settings where you will find the Domains panel. Within this panel, you should be able to identify your domain that you are connecting to Framer. At this juncture, click on your domain name and navigate to its DNS settings. In these settings, you will see an area requesting records. This is where you input the records given to you by Framer. There are 3 entries you'd have to input. Starting with the first A record, set the type to A, the host to the @ symbol, and the value to be the first IP address that Framer gave you. Then, for the second A record, again set the type to A, host as @, and this time put the value as the second IP Framer provided. The third entry to be made is for the CNAME record. The type should be set to CNAME, the host to www, and the value to the target that Framer provided. Once you have made sure these have been entered correctly, save your changes in Squarespace. Now that you have synced both ends, it's time to go back to your Framer project's domain settings. Pay attention to the status panel and wait for an update. The status should eventually change to optimized. This is the confirmation that your Squarespace domain has been successfully connected to your Framer project. Please note that this process of verification and change of status can take some time, sometimes up to 48 hours. However, it often happens sooner, so please be patient and regularly check for updates. And that's it. You've just connected and added your Squarespace domain to Framer.